The following preview has been approved for appropriate audience. Motion pictures created by BytesCrafter. Watching videos is advised. Visit our website for more videos. www.bytescrafter.weebly.com.
Welcome guys, my name is Caesar from BytesCrafter. This is the part 3 of our PHP MySQL tutorial. Here, we're gonna start coding some C# script and PHP to our SQL to be able to access the database in the Unity 3D. So let's start. Before we start, let's try to refresh you about previously made database. We made this database just by clicking the new and the database name. You can make a database. So here in a previously made database, we make a table called the user info. Inside it, we have, I think the structure is 8 columns. So we have identity, username, password, email, first name, last name, gender, and age. Sorry. So the name, take note of that name because we will call that later. So here and at SQL, here is the code that we can use. Select, and or get, insert, update, or delete. So let's move on. The user database name is called user database. So let's start. I think I'm gonna make this tutorial a little bit more an explanation, not on writing code, because I know most of you can write codes. So I will only explain every part, and then while you rewrite my code, these codes, you are getting the sense of writing that line. So in starting a PHP, you should declare the first line as a backward arrow $PHP. That is a must. And ending the PHP script with a forward arrow. So I know most of you know the double forward slash. It means to silent a line. So I have here a silent line that will always remind me all of the callbacks that I made. So let's begin. Establishing a connection. You should have a variable name for the server name, server username, server password, and server database. And in PHP, if someone of you is asking what is that $sign doing out there, so that $sign is in PHP declaring that the string after the $sign is a variable. So this is a variable which is equal to $_post. Later on, you're gonna know what is this for. So the $_post, it means that it means that here in making a WW form, you could add field. You have a declare server main name here. So in Unity, you can edit, manually edit it on the inspector. Here, the server main name, username, password, database, and keycode. So here, as you can see, this string value is the key to access this variable via the C# script. So as you can see, the WW form, and because this server main name, username, password will be used to establish a connection using the new MySQL method. So the next one is moving on. The next one is the variable for authentication. I made this variable to add up security to the SQL server. For example, this is if and else statement. I have here a default key in my PHP script called the default key 123 in the server key. It is declared here, but in the server authentication or server underscore auth is equal to $_post. Post can be derived only in C#, can be called only in C#. So this is the server key code. So I have here, for example, I made a header setting that server main name, all of the security, all about the server. So from establishing a connection. So if server auth from C# script is equal to the server key, it will continue the method. It will continue the script. So if continue, and if not, it's an error. It means there is a problem with the authentication key. It will return a callback called error. By the way, echo means in Unity, it's like debug.log. It returns a string. That's why I make an error, a simple debug, and I will just digest it in the C# script. So moving on, establish the connection to the MySQL server. So we have to make a new variable called connection and call the method MySQLi and use that server settings, the main name, username, password, and database. So we establish a connection. Now this is a set value. It's like a registration. So we will now make a new variable for the user database. These are this username, password, email, first name, last name, gender, age can be seen here in the structure of your table. Username, password, email, first name, last name, gender, age. Identity will not be set because it is an auto increment. So if you click here on the SQL, inserting data to the database. So insert into user info, then the key to the database, password, email, first name, values. You declare the values, the post. So here I made this getting data to the database. First is, before inserting data, we have to check if the username exists or not, currently existing or not, because we don't want user to register with the same username, right? So we need to check if the username is available or not, though. So we will declare a new variable. By the way, this variable for user database will be accessed on the on the registration here, adding fields to establish a server and add field to set username. Here again, the key. You should declare the key before the value. So after that, we should moving on, we should check if the username is available on the server. So SQL check is equal to select identity. I just need the identity from user info, where username is equal to username that the C# gave. So to make the variable a string, you should comment that out with this 2 character. So another is to make another variable called the result check is equal to MySQLi query using the connection variable and the SQL check. Sorry for that. So, if not connection, or instead of saying if not connection, it's like if not connected, the connection failed, that my SQL underscore connect error, then make a callback called failed. Then else, if connected, if result check, there is a query, the successful query, you should call the MySQLi underscore num underscore rows. It must be less than 1. It means that there is no such thing, such username in the database, the send database. So that's the time that we insert data to the database. So we should call another SQL set, another variable is equal to insert into this big letter capital, insert into user input, the name of the table, and then opening parenthesis, all of the data that you need to access. So I need to access username, password, email, first name, last name, gender, age. And the next one is values. Values will be the variables that will be sent from the C# here. So these are the variables. So the first name, username, password, email. So we have the SQL set. Then we have to know if it was a success or failed. So we declare the result set, MySQLi query, using the connection variable and the SQL set, not the SQL check, because we're setting inserting data to the database. Now, if result set is a success, it's saved to the database. If it was a fail, it does not save to the database. So that's it. Setting value to the database. So let's try what now. This time we will focus more on the C# script, on the mono behavior, having the reference of this PHP Notepad++. So in order to access this set value PHP, we have to get the URL of the set value here. Localhost will be targeted here at the my computer, going to XAMPP. It will be targeted here. Now, because we save it in a sample SQL, we should include the sample SQL to the address. That's why it's localhost / sample SQL / the name of the PHP here, the set value. Now we have the URL of the set value. So establishing a server. Now, establishing a server, here we have to declare this before we start the connection, to establish a connection, and we have to ensure that the server authentication and key is equal. So here the default key is 123 and the default key here is 123. It should be equal, so connection will continue. Then establishing a server here. It is a local host, root username, because it is on the XAMPP. The name of the database, the user database. So that's it. So we have an input field. We have an input field of username, password, email, first name, last name, gender. Gender is a drop down. An input field is a set, age, and a result. So here we can see that in a registration we have an input field. If we try to make it visible, we have an input field for username, password, email, first name, last name, gender, age, and a register button, which will call the user underscores register. So this will call this. I made it an enumerator because we need to wait for the data to come to Unity Engine before we digest the result or organize the result. So just by doing this, making a method, regular method, public void user underscore register, start a coroutine, and the name of the enumerator. So here we set the waiting text we set is that to accessing database. Sorry, wrong spelling. So we declare a new www form which will establish server, and we have a method called establish server. Return www form with the add fields of the server name to server code, and then add fields to the set username, set password, email, first name. Here is the key that can be found on, just to remind you, that can be found on the PHP, and the server set username text, the input field text. Here on the drop down, how did I make it string? It's up to you to research how to use the drop down. So set gender that option, included option in the Unity 3D, and the value to get the string, then the age. So now we have the www form or the web form. Now we will send it to the web. So we should make a www, I called it database, is equal to new www, open parenthesis. The first one is, it should be a string, a URL, which is declared earlier here. And the next one is the set form, the www form. The purpose of this, you will send this www form to the URL, set URL. Now, this is the purpose of the enumerator, yield return database. What it means is that you wait for the callback of the database, because it has a callback. It can be text, texture, movie, audio, and many format. So wait for the database to be downloaded, and then after downloaded successfully or whatever failed error, set result. The result will be displayed here to know whether the process was successful. So let's try. Let's try here. For example, here is the online server that I have, yet the address should be, what is that? The address should be localhost MySQL. This is a local address, not the server address. So we're declaring, I know, only the set value, sorry. So that's it. We should access the data here. So we have only 4 accounts, so we should call after pressing register, it should add to that database. Let's play, and then go to register window, and I call this test, and password is 143, email is 143 at example.com, sorry, at example.com. First name is test, last name could be SQL. She was a male and an age is 26. So let's press register. Oh, there was an error. Console. My mistake. This is an online server name. That's why you should be careful with the inputs. So this is an online server name. I should change this to root, and the password, because this is local, could be null, and this database should be user database. Default key is the same. So let's try it again. Register. It was a success. So it should be posted on the local SQL. If we reload this, here's the account. So I think this will be the end of the part 3 of our PHP MySQL tutorial. Hope that you learn and have fun. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe, and please leave a like, and see you on the next part of the tutorial.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, click subscribe. More to come. Click here to play this video.